Well, hello there everybody, my name is VGPad, as you more than likely already know, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. Actually, quite a bit of time, at least as far as dwarf time can be considered, has passed since this and the last episode. You might be able to tell just based on a few things. One of the first ones is, if I can actually click into the game, for some reason my bookkeeper guy is not doing anything. I actually didn't pay a damn bit of attention. I actually went to the bathroom. I did a lot of stuff in between this and the last episode, and I just let the game run. It seemed like nothing bad had happened, and as you can see here, it looks like we have 1,000 drinks and 101 population. Shit! And for some reason, we still have a grand treasure. I guess he's still alive. Kind of weird. I figured if he was still... Anyway, we'll figure that out in a second. We'll figure out what's going on with that. As you can see, a lot of things has happened. I'm still building this. I was able to get most of the walls on this built, most of the roof on this too. I'll put some grates on there so that once we do get the refuse in there, it'll have like the miasma it produces, since it will be in an enclosed space. We'll be able to go through there, escape, and it won't cause any harm to the rest of the fort. Like through proxy by the hospital and all that stupid shit. I did get wells set up, which require a bucket and other stuff like that. I don't know why there's blood there. I did set up a few tables, a few traction benches, some walnut chests, and some little bags and some beds. I don't know why that dwarf is sitting in the bed hospital like that. I was also able to set up some above ground farm plots. There we go. My god, I'm doing terrible with words today. Some above ground farm plots. Pretty much what I did just to get rid of like the plants and stuff like that is the same thing we did on the ground below. That noise is always disconcerting. I pretty much just built a road there, removed it, then put the farms. I don't think the farms are actually done yet. I don't know why they're getting cancelled. Uncancel that. I don't know why they keep getting cancelled. It's really weird. I did set most of them to start. I don't know why they keep getting canceled. It's really weird. Not too worried about it. And beyond that, I did make a few changes to this little area down here to the oh my god, I can't remember a damn thing. To the little military installation we've got down here. I added some cabinets, added a few extra dodging things. I took out the swimming pool because I didn't really feel it was necessary. Maybe in the future, if we get more room, if I get more time, I might make another one there. But for now, I don't care. So, there's that. This has been getting worked on at a pretty decent pace. The miners are actually doing quite a lot. They're getting a lot done. I'm probably going to set that up to get, cleared out and stuff like that, because I think there's only 100 rooms up here. Yeah, because that room's on. Chances are this is going to be... Okay, that doesn't have any owner, and that doesn't have any owner. I might have just recently got the new migrants to make it 101. I can't remember. But not a lot has happened. I hate that you guys missed a few things, but not really a lot happened. It's just it's pretty much just me letting the game goes how it goes. And I'm sorry if anybody doesn't like that I did that. We're still having people die, but it's not something that I don't think is that big of a deal. So I'm sorry if anybody is really bothered by it. But it's just the way that things are going to be. So, not anything I can actually go back and change now. But, that's neither here nor there. Now, right now, I'm going to be putting a few extra noble rooms right here. Two, actually. That I'm going to be putting one for... Put the little divider right there. Actually, put the divider right there. And I'll put a statue in that little hole right there. And then... another divider right here. Actually, right here seems a little bit better. No, I like the original one. Anyway, this is going to be for the Grand Treasurer, and probably another one for somebody else when we get him. I don't know, because it's not going to be the militia commander. Maybe the manager. I don't know. But the Grand Treasurer specifically, because I think now that he's a Grand Treasurer, I don't know when he got that fancy-ass title, but now that he's a Grand Treasurer, that he's going to require a better bedroom so he can get better readings or a better office or some useless bullshit like that, and I'm going to keep hiccuping and it's going to fuck up my words. So, whatever. The smoothing of this stuff has not gone quite as fast as everything else. We have less smoothers, and I don't know why it's not that quick. Also, I'm going to have to admit this right now. After that last episode, if those last episodes, the game did crash, and it's one of the reasons why I just let it go how it goes, because I set them to build everything that I had done in the last match, and then I just left. Like, I mean, it literally got rebooted back to before the siege was over, so I just decided, fuck it, I was going to set everything up, let them go how they go. So, the artifact that we made with the reed kimono actually got undone, and if we go here, 2 new artifacts got made. Dolomite bracelet and a golden door. Both of them are a little bit strange, so let's go with the Dolomite bracelet first. And this is a Dolomite bracelet. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of dolomite, black pyrope, and rope reed fibers. This object menaces with spikes of spider silk. On the item is an image of Yellowport, the tower cap table, and dolomite. On the item is an image of Toulon pearl bronze, the stone dwarf head, and dwarves in crystal opal. Toulon pearl bronze is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the stone dwarf head Toulon pearl bronze to the position of queen of the Torred Spears in 134. And then the next one's the Shriveled Bristled, the Abyss of Tattoos, a gold door. And it's a gold door, it is encircled with bands of dog bone. The object menaces with spikes of jelly opal and yak bone. On the item is an image of the race of worships, the Dolomite bracelet in gold. So nothing too fancy, just, you know, a few little changes to stuff that I guess what you would consider canon as far as my Dwarf Fortress goes, if that word even applies to this sort of thing. Since we also apparently have so many dwarves, we got 101, that's actually pretty surprising. I'm going to actually set this stuff to be... Okay, I'm actually going to wait for them to finish digging that out right there before I designate everything. But, what I've got in mind... What was that? DG? What did I just hit? Hit something, and it opened up the menu I am not used to. Okay, whatever, never mind. So the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to make a stockpile here, set it as a garbage dump, go up here, remove this one, which is right here. Yes, remove that. Now we're going to go back down here. I did set that to a garbage dump, right? Yes, we did, and we're going to actually dump the stone down here, so it will end up being right in front of... Cancel suture, needs thread. Kinda sad, but... So we can have the stone moved up there in front of the mason's workshop so they don't have to move as far, and it will be better for them. Now while I'm thinking on that, since I did leave these guys to make tables and chairs for a while, I don't think we need them. So I'm just going to have them make statues, and then... What else do we need? We need doors. We need doors pretty badly. So you guys actually make those 2 on repeat. I'm going to cancel one of the jobs for brewing, because we've got a lot of alcohol apparently. So we don't need... I mean, alcohol's nice, but let's not waste too much time with that right now. We've got a lot of things to do now that I'm actually thinking on what to do. For some reason, music's not playing. Give me 1 second to fix that. Alright, got some different music and besides the normal playing in the background now, so that should liven things up a bit. I don't like playing this game without music, it just feels wrong. Plus I got some nice music, so it should work out for the best. Also we have no statues at the moment, so they're digging that out. Gonna wait for them to do that, and then I'm gonna start designating large portions of this stone to go get dumped. That sounds like it's a really sick burn, but no, it's not. It's just a really lame burn at that, not a sick one at that. But still, my speech is not the best. I have not been awake very long. It is literally 6:30 in the morning, and I haven't had a chance to record this in a day or two, so I'm trying to catch up on that. I'm very sorry for anybody who's not enjoying the fact that Dwarf Fortress seems to be taking a back seat as of late, but that's not anything I have control over. Things have been picking up here yet again, and once November rolls around as well, chances are that I might start being like, I might just start picking out a little bit more. I won't be able to upload as much because that's when Lurie, if you guys remember her, my lady friend, is going to be moving in with me for a little while. I don't know how long that's going to last. Hopefully it will last permanently, but you know, stuff like that doesn't always work out. especially considering she only plans to stay a month. But I hope it's longer than that. I hope I can convince her to stay. And it looks like he has been taken by a mood and he withdraws from society. But yeah, hopefully everything works out fine with her. She's only planning to stay a month, but I'm hoping that's not going to be all that she stays for. And it looked like he claimed a leathers workshop. And he's not sticking to it, so obviously the items he needs are somewhere. Not bad. Let's actually check right over here. Novice Sword Dwarf. These guys have actually been training for quite some time. He's a skilled Swords Dwarf. All that. Got that guy working down there. Get that stuff being designated to be dumped. We're doing good with food. We're doing good pretty much across the board right now. I'm actually going to set up a bed right here. Cypress bed. And then the table. How many tables? Ooh, I left him making tables way too goddamn long. And then I'll put a chair right here. This will be his study. So he's got a study, he's got a bedroom, and I guess then the other one's just... You know what? There we go. Dig that out. We'll make the study like a big room, and then we'll have the rest of it decorated and shit. So that'll be good. That'll give us something for our grand treasure. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's the one doing all this precision work, getting everything that we have down to a science. So, I mean, that's good. We have a lot of chairs and tables. I left them making that a little bit too long. And having the double brewery thing, now that we've got pretty much everything situated close to our doors, has obviously paid off. We've got 1,040 drinks. That is fantastic. We're doing great on food, good on fish, good on plants, good on drinks. Siege is really high, but you know that siege, who the fuck gives a shit. And once we actually get our guy actually making precise counts again, I'm thinking about starting making metal stuff. Since we do have a lot of stuff that we've stolen from the caravans, I use stole lightly, I'm thinking about making another training area for the dwarves so I can get a much bigger military and then start making like metal weapons and stuff like that. Armor's important, but if they're really well trained with their weapons, oftentimes they can get a first blow and then that'll win the fight. But weapons, for me, I think, are the most important that we need, because right now we're using stone obsidian swords, and while that's nice, it's a bit... I don't think it'll work in the long term, and I'm apparently going up and not down, and apparently there's miasma here, which we're going to have to go get rid of. Are they not taking this stuff up to this? Why are they not doing it? I'm really confused on my dwarves right now, because they're not seemingly putting the stuff up here in the stockpiles. Okay, I'm going to remove this stockpile. I'm going to let them go about their business for a little bit. And I want them to put refuse here. Maybe put half of it, and then the other half to be corpses. And then I'll remove the designation over the stairs. They won't put the stuff there. Alright, hopefully they'll actually start carrying this junk here out. Now, something I also want to point out about these above ground farms is there's a lot of stuff we can put down. Let's do spring, because I'm pretty sure that's the one with the most. Wheat, truffle, strawberries, rope, reeds, ratweed, radishes, prickleberries, peas, nightshade, mandrake roots, long landgrass, hydroot, grapes, ginseng, cloves of garlic, flax, dandelions, cotton, carrots, buckwheats, bladeweeds, and barley, along with watermelons, turnips, sunflowers, rice, red currants, prickleberries, I think I said peas once already, lentils, hydroot, grape I might have said, I don't know. But as you can see, there's a lot of shit we can grow, and the only month we can't grow anything in is winter. I think if we're in a warmer climate, we could, but because of the month it is, and because apparently it does get cold here, I guess. Haven't seen snow. And it looks like somebody's failed to put an item in a stockpile, so I guess that's, you know, their thing. Looks like that screaming lasts forever. Oh my god, they need to calm that shit down. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get the stone moved out of here. Let's actually set this bedroom. Let's put a door here real quick. Okay, put a door here. Alright, then we'll make this a bedroom for the Grand Treasurer. If I can find him right there, he is. Good, good. And we'll make this a throne room slash study. And we'll assign that to the Grand Treasurer, who apparently already has one. I don't know where it's going to be at, but apparently he has one, so that's disconcerting. Also, I actually fucked up making these rooms. It's off kilter compared to everything else, and I don't like that. Oh well. No skin off my teeth. It's actually have his room designated to be smoothed out as well. Might as well. There's no reason not to. Alright, now that being said, it looks like they're still not bringing any corpses and stuff up here. Fairly shitty. Pissing me off a little bit. I wish they would go ahead and start doing that. And it looks like that guy has begun construction on a mysterious construction. So that's redundant, but also very good. So there we go. That should be helpful. So we can actually unpause that. How is he doing on actually... Okay, he's not actually done that. Can we actually go to our stocks and look at what we all have? It does look like we can. So, alright, let's go to something I don't have open yet. So let's get you open. Let's go to therapist, because I don't feel like bugging around with pausing the recording right now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need when we're going to start melting this stuff down is someone designated in the furnace operating. It looks like we already have one person designated for that specifically. Enod Black. Probably in the military, am I right? Current job, reaction. Probably. that's my best guess. So if he's in the military, I'm probably going to set the next best guy to it. I don't really want to remove him, so we'll set him to all of these roles. Actually, we have somebody who's a master, like a legendary metal crafter. He might actually probably be the best person to learn this stuff. Since he's already really good at the metal crafting thing, he probably has pretty good imagination and all that stuff. And he's also pretty good at the armor smithing too. And that's Rakust. What's his face? Alright, so we'll set Rakust to do that. So apparently we have only 98 dwarves as far as dwarf therapist is concerned, but 101 here? A little bit strange, but, you know, that doesn't matter. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to start setting stuff that we don't need, or stuff that is in a wrong, you know, type of armor and stuff like that, to be melted. I don't know how much we're going to get back for some of this stuff, but it should be enough to cover some of the some of the costs. So the first thing I'm going to do is I don't plan to use bolts and stuff like that, like, at all. So I'm going to be melting the better majority of this stuff. Take off the forbidden tag, except the gold bolts. They can stay. So we're just going to be melting all of this stuff. Alright, so let's go to armor now. Can we can't melt this. Let's see, is there anything we can melt? That's forbidden, apparently. We have a lot of capes for some reason. I don't even know where we've gotten all this stuff from. And it doesn't look like any of this is actual armor. Ah, here we go. Here's the actual armor. Iron Elven chainmail, melt. White bronze Elven breastplate, melt. Steel Elven, Elven. Alright, that's hemp stuff, so it doesn't matter. Alright, next, trousers. Oh god, we're apparently at the bottom of the list. And chain Elven leggings, looks like that's the only thing. Seems like metal stuff is at the bottom. So let's... There's no actual way to skip to the bottom in this menu. Kind of shitty, but... Okay, it looks like... Oh god, it looks like that's not true, so I might have to go back. Bronze cap, melt it. Anything else? I'm unforbidding stuff. I don't know why it's forbidden, and that might come to bite me in the ass. It's very, very odd. Alright, so it looks like we got winged helmets. We'll just melt them down. Helmets are unnecessary. Who needs them? Elven stuff, melt. All of this stuff looks like it's going to be straight up elven stuff across the board. So, Just real quick sweep through here to see if there's anything I can melt. Nope. Footwear. Okay, unforbid you. Let's keep going down. Can melt one of these things up here. Moon silver high boots. We'll melt that. Moon silver, I'm pretty sure we can actually use to make other stuff. Looks like none of this stuff can be melted. Doesn't look like there's a lot we can melt here. Hold on, we can melt that. Never mind. Alright, is there anything at all we can melt in here? No. Shields and stuff like that. I'll keep the shields. We need those. Anvils. Here's the thing that I want to melt. Alright, we'll melt you. Keep the iron anvil, and we'll melt the other stuff. No, not the coarse iron anvils. There we go. We can't melt the coarse iron anvils anyway. Apparently. Go figure. Okay, do we have any doors? Why are they... I don't even know about this sometimes. Thrones. Okay, none of that is made out of metal. Tables, statues, slabs, tan huts, cloth, thread, logs. Hurry over stones, because I don't want to have to go into that. We can melt the bars. Very odd, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Any coins, blocks? Mika, can we melt any of these blocks? No. Okay. Chains. No, that's just ropes. Cages, though. We can actually melt... Okay, well, I'll melt those just for the sake of melting them. Boxes and bags, bins, barrels, buckets, mechanisms. Huge sun gold bludgeon. I will actually melt you. Flask. No. Goblets. Toys. Bronze goggles. Meteoric goggles. White bronze. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Tools. Sun gold pot. Red steel pot. Nest boxes. Okay, those are made out of stone, so we don't need to... Seems like we have a lot of stuff that we can actually go through here and just melt down. Moose horn figurine? Deer horn figurine. Scepters, native gold, raptor tooth. Ooh, raptor tooth scepter. That sounds cool as fuck. And pendelonite, acacia. Corpses. We have apparently 69 corpses and 99 body parts. Alright, so that looks like all we're going to be able to... Actually, let's go back here real quick. Weapons. What weapons do we have? We might actually be able to melt down some of these that we don't need. Iron bows? Hell yeah, I'm going to melt those things. Fuck bows. White bronze hand axe. I actually am going to melt down the hand axes. Except the copper ones. And the bronze one. But a cobalt saber? Melt. Coracore, copper crossbows? Melt those. Keep the pickaxes for the most part, except one of the cobalt ones. I might as well melt that down. Keep the warhammer. Keep the warhammers. That'd be nice. For some reason that was forbidden, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay. So what else do we have that we might be able to melt? Actually, melt the steel pickaxes. I don't think that's gonna matter if we have those, and the cobalt pickaxes. And I hope I'm actually designating the right thing here, and I'm not setting this stuff up just to be disappointed. So let's actually go here real quick. Magma forge, smelter, melt a metal object. We'll set that on repeat. And set that on repeat. There we go. They actually construct a building, lost job, but it looks like they're finally doing this stuff up here. Apparently I'd fucked up this stockpiles there, so that's a good thing. We got that fixed. Wasn't able to complete the andesite door? Actually, if that's going to be the case... DB... Reclaim what little bit of stone we've got there. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to do, now that I'm thinking about it, is I do want to set up a few more spots for our military guys to train in. And I'm not sure how it's going to work specifically or how well it's going to work, but hopefully it does. So I'm actually thinking about building it just like literally right here across the hall from the other one. And we'll go there. Alright, now how far over do I want it to be? Right there. Perfect. Set it like that, and that's going to be our next little military training area. Pretty much set an entrance right here. Right here. And I think that's all the entrances we're going to need for that. Our miners should be getting close to being done down here. This isn't really necessary to be dug out anyway, so I'm not too worried about them not digging it out. So, not too worried on that. Unable to complete the andesite door. Let's see, how many doors do they have made? Andesite door. We'll just start placing them here. Doors increase the value of the rooms as long as they are part of it, so... That one door, that one golden door though, I'm going to have to be careful not to place it. So we'll just put these up. There we go. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about while I'm waiting for my dwarves to do some of the things that I've asked them to do, which they're already getting onto it, which is very good, is I'm thinking about streaming Dwarf Fortress on a website like Twitch TV or Broadcaster, you know, one of those many sites that are available for that kind of thing, and I'd probably be doing that for maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, depending on how much extra time I have. Sometimes I'm not even home and I can play that elsewhere, and I'll be able to just, you know, I can play music in the background. It's pretty much be exactly like how it is now. But I'm curious to see how many of you guys would watch that, and if there would be any way. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say. And it looks like. Oh my God! All right, Hunter has created Cat Diggerthather, a large beetle chitin elven leggings. Really, guy. Elven leggings. Okay, well, let's read it. This is a large beetle chitin elven leggings. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality, is encrusted with gold opal and decorated with alpaca leather. This object is adorned with hanging rings of large beetle chitin in gold and menaces with spikes of cougar leather. On the item is an image of Avuz, the deity of minerals, depicted as a female moss dwarfette and a dwarf in crystal opal. The dwarf is praying. Avuz is contemplating. On the item is an image of refined wood in crystal opal. Why is it elven leggings? Nobody's going to be able to wear that, you fool! Anyway, on to the thing about streaming. I've actually gotten a few questions on the channel about if I could stream. I've done so in the past, specifically for beta games that I can't do videos of because it's like under a non-disclosure agreement, or they say you can stream it but not record it, and they have a lot of weird issues with that, or they have a lot of things that they say about that are kind of wishy-washy, like you can record a stream but you can't record a video, and you can record a stream but you can't take screenshots. Very finicky on that, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And it looks like a Dusk Elf caravan from Almost Slotty, heard that name before, has arrived. So let's just resume that. It's not, there's no, I saw it come up. I was just wanting to finish my thought because I hadn't before. So I'm thinking about doing Dwarf Fortress streams. I'm not sure how often that will be. Possibly every day, maybe every other day, depending on how I feel. Like, I could just go ahead and just stream everything I do on the computer every day, but I feel like that would get pretty boring pretty quickly, so probably won't do that. I think some people might be interested in it, but I don't think most would. So that being said, they've arrived there, they're unloading their goods. Probably actually need to start paying a little bit of attention to that. Alright, so, okay, thinking. Let's actually go down here real quick. I want to see if, okay, so none of the dwarves have actually gotten started on that. I want to go to military. I do want to make a few more squads. I want to get it up. I want to get my military up to 50 dwarves. We've got 20 active, 2 squads, 20 soldiers. I do want to create some more squads. 10 something soldiers. Actually, disband that. And I want to set up I want to change the uniform from short swords. Okay, actually just remove that, delete uniform. Is there any way to copy this uniform? Doesn't look like it. I want to change it just strictly from short swords. So let's go to weapons. Individual choice of weapons. And we'll remove, delete item there. And I want exact matches, so that they won't run around like wrestling and shit. They'll pick up a weapon no matter what it is, so... At least I'm hoping that's what it'll do. It could end up they not do that, but, you know, whatever, right? Alright, so... I exited out of it. Squad, military, there we go. It's actually... Create a squad, metal armor. Create a squad, metal armor. Create a squad, metal armor. Alright, and that's going to be 30 more dwarves. It's going to bring the grand total of our little military up to 50. So... Apparently, these guys are novice swords dwarves. For some reason. Adequate marks, dwarf, novice, spear dwarf. Okay, so we're gonna just... He's a competent sword dwarf, so he's gonna be our first one. There we go, there's that. Alright, next I'm going to have... No relevant skills, don't give a shit, honestly. I wish it would remove the people that are already in a squad from, you know, the list, but... That's too easy. It's too easy. Alright, so we'll have that guy in there. He's a spear dwarf. I'm hoping that these guys will... I just want a lot of military dwarves, because I feel like, if we don't have a lot, we're probably going to get butt-fucked somewhere down the line. I've been in those situations where I didn't think I needed as many military people as I did have, and it ended up biting me in the ass. I know it's unlikely that it'll happen again, but this is Dwarf Fortress, so it's going to happen again if I don't do something to stop it. So, who else do I want in here? Let's assign commander first. Alright, I'm just doing it from the bottom, so... Have you competent swords dwarf? Apparently not in any squad yet. Chief medical dwarf. I don't want the chief medical dwarf in here. If he gets recruited, God forbid. Talented sword. Hey, he's talented. Pretty good. I just want to kind of keep adequate sword. Wow. It seems like a lot of people who aren't specifically in the military have been training for some reason. Just kind of cool, but at the same time kind of distracting them from what they should be doing. Chief medical dwarf. Peasant. It looks like we're actually running out of people that we can put in here. Cheesemaker. Skilled swords dwarf. Okay. I'm just like looking at everybody's stuff, trying to figure out who will be good. Chief medical dwarf again. Competent sword dwarf. So there we go. If we look here, we've got 50 A, B, C, D, and E. Very, very nice. Let's actually check on what all they brought in here. Looks like we've got meat, yak liver, meat. A lot of food. Wood. Bins of stuff. Bronze. Okay, a little bit of metal. Not a lot. Do I even want to raid this caravan? Bronze and... Oh my god, there's like jack shit in here. Oh my god. Bronze goggles, nickel cages, chicken cage. Okay. Steel, elven. Okay, it seems like there's a lot more stuff in here than I originally thought, but you know, that doesn't change much. It just seems like it's a lot of food. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. Alright, so it looks like there is quite a bit of stuff. That's nice. I guess I will rate it. Mostly just food, but you can never go wrong with that. I mean, that's one of the ways we're getting a lot of our food anyway, so having a little bump in our storage supply isn't going to kill us. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go over here to cancel making barrels, and I want more bins made, so we can actually start putting up a lot of this cloth and stuff we've got there. That'll be nice. So it looks like I'm also going to have to start cutting down some more trees. Dwarves don't like that, or gnomes. Oh god, gnomes. Oh god, no, not gnomes. Not again. Not now, not ever. Elves don't like it when you cut down trees, right? I don't know if dusk elves are the same as like the standard elves, but if they are, I'm sorry. Also, since we are bringing this bridge in, we might kill 2 of the dusk elves right off the bat, or at least one of the yak cows. I don't specifically know if we're gonna have to kill the yak cows, but you know, go figure, we might have to. Anyway, so we're gonna be bumping up the military to 50 people. Time in these episodes seems to go by so quickly. We're already 35 minutes into this set. Holy shit. Sometimes I don't even know where the time goes these days. So did somebody pull that lever? Nobody has pulled that lever yet. Hopefully nobody goes across that... none of my dwarves goes across that bridge once it gets pulled. Actually, DBH... not DBH, it should be DO. I guess I'll set this to normal traffic. I don't seem really that disconcerted. I don't seem that disconcerted about that area right there. Uh-oh, that cat bot died. Oh, no, he just got knocked off. Good enough. Good enough for me. So, now we got a few idlers. Seems like they're not going to be able to go that way. Yeah, the path blocked. Just change your route. Alright, so, let's get squads. Let's get C. We'll actually make them active. They go A, B, C, D, E, move. Here, actually I'll put C, D, and E, and move them over here. I just want to get everybody up here. This will be 50 dwarves all together. This is going to be one of the biggest like little fights we've seen in a while. But I could starve these Dusk Elf guys out, and you know that would be amusing, but I don't really have the time for that. I do have the time for it, but I don't want to do it, because then it would block off movement to the fort, and this is just easier all around. It seems like the new guys are getting out there much faster than the old guys. They're more excited, it seems. Now, there's also more of them to come out there, but I mean, even proportionally, damn. Bow Dwarf, I don't want you guys to be Bow Dwarves, that's terrible. Okay. A, B. Actually, it might also be because I set them to move on to a well. It could also have something to do with it. I want to get a lot of dwarves up here before I set them against those Dusk Elf guys, because I don't want any casualties. We've got so many more people than them that having casualties in a fight like this would just be dumb. So I'm actually going to cancel this stuff, because I want the fucking dwarves to get up there, get off their asses, stop training for a moment, and actually come up here and do things. So hopefully they'll actually do that. That or they're just, you know, busy wasting their time collecting their armor and stuff, but A, B, C, D, C, E. Move you guys. I want you guys to move over here. I just want to see like how many comes. Seems like quite a lot. Alright, move here. Pretty much just gonna surround the Dusk Elf guys. If they don't know something's up by now, I don't know what to say about them. Alright, so it looks like we pretty much got them fairly well surrounded. Alright, now kill, rectangle. Alright, so we got the Dusk Elf cows. Do they have any animals? Yes, they do. They have a lot of animals. Fuck. Rectangle. Wait a minute. Rectangle. Alright, I do not want to kill the stray tame animals. I just don't think that would be for the best. Alright, let's watch them go at it. By watch them go at it, I mean mostly just listen to them go at it, because this is going to be a nice little fight. Hopefully we don't get too many casualties in this. Doesn't look like we are going to either. Is the fight over? Pause, kill, rectangle. Is the fight over? It looked like the fight is already over. They just pretty much stomped all over those guys. Pretty nice. So we'll cancel their orders. Set C, T, D, T, T. So we'll resume that. Let them get back to what they were doing before. And let's just claim all this stuff here. Reclaim it because they're the clothes from the dwarf or no dwarves, elves cannot be taken until, you know, whatever. So let's look for a Dusk Elf guy on here. Recruit Dusk Elf merchant. Let's see what he had to go through. Alright, the recruit bites, slash, stab, 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 stab. Ooh. Their obsidian short sword, bruising the muscle. These swords suck. That's why I want other stuff. Gives into the pain, and then he just gets the shit beaten out of him after he gives in. Hold on. Should be one more page. Merchant regains consciousness. Damn, I feel bad for them now. But it looks like some of the dwarves did get hurt in those little fights. Let's actually see. What injuries did you obtain? Cut on the left upper leg. Broken leg. Her heart is broken. Her heart is gushing blood. That sounds terrible. And her upper leg is cut open. She is slow to heal. That's actually probably not for the best if she's slow to heal. Alright, so we're probably going to need our chief medical dwarf, and she died. Her heart was broken. I'm surprised she made it to the bed. She was what I would like to call a trooper, everybody. She really, really was. Alright, so it looks like all this stuff in here is free for us to take. Looks like we got quite a little bit of boost to our meat and plants, a little bit to fish, not too much on the other stuff. Population is down by 1, that kind of sucks. I feel bad for her, but she died serving her country. And by her country, I mean her fort, but you know, same damn thing. I didn't think they would put up that much, those Dusk Elf guys would put up that much of a fight, but you never know, right? Alright, where is our, chief medical dwarf? What is he doing? Health? What is his health? No health problems, relationships. He is really sick. Okay, that's actually probably going to be a nice little boost to him. I'm actually thinking about putting... What are you doing up here in the corner, guy? Hold on. Sure. He is literal. Okay, so his arm is broken and stuff like that, so that's why he's there. So the Dusk Elf body should get brought up here fairly quickly. Refuse should be being taken up there. This is still being dug out. That'll give us a place to train. Was that guy that died from one of our good squads too? Our 2 big squads. Damn, that sucks. Alright, let's actually look for somebody else then to join. Alright, the geared books. Actually, probably Mason. I don't know if I want to have a Mason join it. Peasant. It looks like the chief medical dwarf, just a little bit higher than we should. Not a sword dwarf, doesn't matter. You're in it now. He's a mason. It'll be fine. Interrupted by something. Whoa, hold on. What is that? That's a Mind Flayer thief. What? I didn't even get a message about that. Looks like he's getting chased down anyway by one of our dwarves. And he got knocked into the lava. Oh, that's terrible. The upper body is oozing Ilithid blood. Her upper body is melted. Will she be able to get out? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they died. A painful ass death too. Wow, I knocked in a Ilithid thief down in the lava down there. Now that brings up some terrible implications about what might happen if our dwarves get knocked in there. But you know, you can't make a sandwich without dropping some jelly on the floor. Alright? That's all I can say. Chances are, dwarves won't get knocked in there as often as enemies will, so... just hope we can use that to our advantage. Okay, so they're taking off that. They're taking off the stuff from the trading platforms. So that's good. Population should be doing fine. Have we actually got anybody down here to start melting it? No, they haven't. Fuck. We need somebody to actually get on doing that. So how is the stone being moved from here? Not being moved quickly at all. Buck. Actually, I can probably also set this stuff to be dumped to get the dwarves to do that. Alright, everything seems to be actually going pretty well. I don't know how that Ilithid thief got so close to our fort, but they're apparently really slow, because that one dwarf, he was not even walking at as fast as half of these, and we're just, like, right on his ass. That person's apparently training with a sword. Tree, AWR, 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 AAR. Okay, AR. These apparently are not as effective as like the danger rooms and actually like the dodging things are not as good for training your dwarves as actual danger rooms, but they're a lot safer. So I think I'm just gonna keep it with being safe over, you know. The danger rooms are a little bit finicky for me, because sometimes, like, you'll just get a dwarf who's just really unlucky, and then they'll brain themselves on the spikes, and then you wonder if it was really worth it the whole time. Of course it was worth it, but you have to ask yourself if it was worth it. Otherwise, what kind of leader would you be? Let's be honest here. You sometimes have to have a little bit of humanity for your dwarves. Sometimes. Also, I'm beginning to wonder why our chief medical dwarf doesn't seem to give a rat's ass about our people. So let's let you go to dwarf therapist, read dwarves real quick. And you are a chief medical dwarf. What are you doing? Store item and stockpile. Fuck that. You've got jobs to do. He doesn't even have... Oh my god. Alright. Commit that. There we go. Hopefully he'll come up here and start working on these guys. Actually, you have to read dwarves again. What's he doing now? Still storing items in the stockpile. Hopefully that'll change and he'll actually come up here and start working on our fucking dwarves. That's what I hired him to do. But chances are he may or may not do that. So what are you two sick with? Oh yeah, they're just the ones that got cut open. They're not the ones with a broken heart. Sounds really cheesy, but I mean, that's quite literally what had happened. So what are you doing? Furnace operator? What are you doing? He's on break. Okay, you're on break. I'm sorry for bothering you with all your important business, apparently. Motherfucker. Also, DB, I can actually set stuff to be melted, right? Yeah, let's actually remove the melt. I don't just want to set stuff randomly to be melted. Don't think that's in our best interest. Anyway, so it looks like we killed those Dusk Elf caravan guys. That is like our third or fourth caravan from Oma Slotty that we have just decimated. I'm surprised they're still sending people out here. So how are they actually doing with these? We should still, yeah, turkey eggs, 13 turkey eggs, some more of those. We'll probably should make a another one of these things right here for our pen/pasture. Put some of these animals that actually just recently got born, and from, let's turn down the music a little bit, that actually just recently got born, and some of the ones from those chests up there and there. Let's see, anything else? No, just more of these goddamn cats and dogs that I just want dead. I really do. I just want them to die. We have way too many of them, and we're eventually just gonna reach the point where it's not gonna matter. They're just gonna overwhelm us, and it's not gonna end well. So we're gonna have to worry about. We'll just worry about that when the time comes. How many beds do I have? Quite a number of beds from a lot of different types of wood, it seems. I don't know why we have that many beds. crazy, isn't it? It's so many. You know what? Fuck that. I don't want these made yet. I don't want to deal with this that half of the fort just yet. At least that half of that area down there. We'll get to that when the time fucking comes. We don't even have this all smoothed out yet. Maybe once that's all smoothed out, maybe. Seems like a lot of the dwarves are asleep too. I'm just like looking at this and seeing Z's just like flash everywhere. Oh my god. And it looks like it's raining now, so those guys better actually hurry and get those items brought in. Otherwise, I don't even know. But that Ilithid guy did show a prominent thing. We should be able to see the Ilithid kingdom. The dusk. Oh, okay. Apparently, we also know where the serpent folk are now. The Vice of Roads, and it looks like the Ilithid, the Sins of Shuddering, are apparently not too happy with us. It's their lawgiver. Exports terror and vengeance. You have no agreements with this land. What about the serpent folk? What are they? Terror and vengeance. What about you? Exports petty annoyance, offering to Keslosadil death. What about the Dusk Elves? Imports. Wait, are these to me? How very queer. Imports from Kelsadale. Are we Kelsadale? I'm gonna, yeah, town Kelsadale. Yes, apparently we are Kelsadale. Oh well. Oh, here's that menu. How did I get here? Is it a number? No, it looks like it's... I don't even... Oh, you! Okay, there we go. It looks like we get to see what everybody's doing, and I don't actually care now that I actually know how to get there. Okay, so it looks like we're running on 50 minutes already. Snatcher! Protect the children! Protect the children! A, B, we're gonna kill this guy. I just wanna... Mastermind Flayer Thief. Okay, so we'll send those two guys to go after him. I actually want to see what all he's got on him before we do. Mastermind Flayers are large, strong, sadistic, humanoid in appearance, but with 4 tentacled octopus-like. Well, they 4 tentacled... Okay, never mind. Let's actually just see what he's got on him as far as items go. Dwarf. Does he have any weapons? It just looks like a lot of water all over him. Oh well. Squads A and B should be able to take him down at a fairly decent rate. Well, he's scaring most people off. It looks like he's actually pretty fast, so I'll just cancel that order. He doesn't look like he's going to get away with anything anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just the fact that thieves can't get into the fort. They really can't. Now, obviously, an ambush will probably be able to get pretty close to the fort, but I don't think it's going to be in any way, shape, or form that's going to cause an issue. Not yet. That Mind Flayer guy didn't do a damn thing to us. I mean, if you don't know what a Mind Flayer is, it's kind of like a Cthulhu head monster. Just so you know, and just to have something in your head when you do see him. Interrupted by Mind Flayer Thief. Wow, he canceled that? Really? What did they cancel? Suspended? Really? They suspended that for one guy. I don't even know what to say about my dwarves sometimes. They're so retarded. Okay, so Mind Flayer guys, from the looks of it, are probably going to be the next group of people that are going to be after our asses. The Beastmen seem to have calmed down a bit. We haven't seen them in a while, or when we do see them, they're not as common. That's a swarm of flies, mainly coming from where we've had all that blood there. Gonna have to clean that off eventually. Tanners, jewelers, bowyers, clothiers, looms, leather. Do we have a shop to actually make? We don't. We're gonna need to start making soap so we can start cleaning stuff like that up. Soap maker's workshop. Perfect. Polar buckets, andesite. Good. We can start getting some soap made so we can actually clean out wounds that are infected and, you know, start cleaning up blood and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure that's what you need to clean that up. Might be wrong, might not be wrong, but, you know, whether I am or not doesn't matter. We're going to be doing it regardless. Okay, so, seems like we've got our farm set up, we've got our alcohol set up, we've got our stockpile set up, we've got our military in the making, and mostly training, but you know, partially in the making as well. Now that I think about it, I don't need any more beds. I want you guys to start making some maces. Actually, no, not maces. I want hammers. There we go. Make some wooden training hammers. Perfect. Alright, so that'll be some training stuff for that. Are they still laying eggs? Looks like they are. Wow! Blue peahen. Oh, I thought I saw like 100 or something eggs, and I was about to like shit my pants. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go to Dwarf Therapist. I'm going to go find out if we've actually got a good chef. I can sort by it. Looks like we only do have one person who's good at being a chef, and that's one of our best brewers. So, actually, this guy's just as well trained. What are you trained at? Zon Idzer, Grandmaster Metalsmith. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, there was a little pause there. I got a important message from somebody. Anyway, what was I doing? Going to make a cook? Yes, make a cook. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing this is because we do have a lot of meat, fish, plants, and eggs now, along with quite a lot of drinks. So I think the next big thing, and it's going to be a big step in improving the happiness of the fort, is once I can actually find my kitchen. If I can ever find the damn thing. Where is it? Where the fuck is my kitchen? I made a kitchen. I know I did. Farmer's workshop, mechanics. Come on, I made a kitchen somewhere. Tanners, jewelers, boilers. Obviously, I did not make a kitchen. So, let's do that right now. Oh, I do have a kitchen. What does a kitchen look like? No, I will find this. Ashery, dyer shop, soap, jewelers, boyers, clothers, loom. Wait a minute, leather, farmers, mechanics, kitchen. Oh, okay, they just need somebody to do it. My bad, I skipped over it. Anyway, with a cooking place, you can actually make prepared meals, ones that are a little bit better for your dwarves, not specifically health-wise, but as far as happiness-wise. Because, you know, them just picking up a lamb leg and eating it, they're fine with that. But if it's like a little sauteed lamb leg with strawberry seeds and milk coating, or, you know, whatever the fuck, they enjoy that shit, and it provides a really good boost to happiness that lasts a long time. And while we're not specifically having issues with happiness, there's no reason not to be ready. Because trust me, dwarves will get sad at the tip of a hat. I don't mean like at the tip of a hat. They like only the tips of their hats get angry. I mean, it's in the time it takes for you to take a hat off and throw it on the ground. They can go from being the chipperest, happiest dwarf to literally jumping in a lava moat because they're sad and they don't see the point of life anymore. And that's how dwarves work. They're fucking retarded like that. But you know, that's not the point. The point is, we need to keep them happy. And if we go to Dwarf Therapist right again real quick, read dwarves, we sort by happiness. They do have a few that are not terribly happy, but you know, the better majority of them seem to be... Oh my god, he's ecstatic. Damn, he is fucking like the happiest motherfucker in the world. Also, I'm gonna set his leatherworking thing on. He is like legendary and shit. Oh, anyway, I'm getting off topic, and it looks like... What? Sea Monster is no longer enraged? Obviously, this is something we're gonna have to find out. Frog Woman, apparently there's Frog Women here. I'm gonna assume on the same floor that the Frog Woman's at. Maybe there's the Sea Monster? I don't know. That's very scary, actually, that there's apparently a sea monster roaming around down here. Or somewhere. You know, there's a sea monster somewhere. That's crazy. I don't ever want to run into those things. Those things are gigantic. Those things are like... they're not pleasant. They're pretty much on the same level of Forgotten Beast, if I remember right. Which I might not be remembering right, but you know, that's not the point. The point is, damn, bitches be tripping if they think we can handle that yet. But you know, that's not the point. The point is, damn. So it looks like we're running on to an hour now. I'm going to do one last episode on that thing. You know, make it 5. Everybody, I think people seem to enjoy 5 episodes. I don't know specifically what everybody really enjoys, but you know, whatever. I'll do what I want. I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. Actually, probably can, but you know, that's not the point. Anyway, that andesite needs to be dumped. I don't know why they left that stone there. Okay, so we got our military going. I'm not sure what. I feel like I'm missing something, and I should be doing something, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember what I should be doing. I know it's crazy, right? I feel like I should have, you know, something designated to be being done, but I can't remember what. And it's bugging the shit out of me.